In a world buzzing with digital distractions and relentless pressures, the monumentally simple act of smelling a rose seems almost revolutionary. Yet, this fleeting moment of sensory engagement bears the profound potential to refashion our emotional landscape, steering us toward a more contented existence. The subtle scents of nature, the soft caress of a loved one's hand, or the soothing cadence of a favorite melody. These sensory inputs are far from trivial. They are, in fact, powerful conduits to emotional well-being, weaving through the fabric of our minds to repair, rejuvenate, and enrich. The human brain, a masterpiece of evolution, processes sensory information as a primary means of navigating the world. Daniel Goleman's research in emotional intelligence enlightens us to the idea that our senses do more than perceive, they influence our emotional state. When we deliberately engage our senses, we activate distinct regions of the brain linked to emotion regulation. For instance, olfactory cues or smells have direct pathways to the limbic system, the area of the brain responsible for emotion and memory. Contemplating nature's myriad forms not only provides aesthetic pleasure, but also triggers biochemical pathways that can uplift our mood. A study published in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health found that participants who walked through forested areas reported significantly higher levels of vitality and reduced stress compared to those in urban settings. This grounding practice, often referred to as forest bathing, exemplifies how sensory immersion in nature nurtures our psychological resilience. The texture of our emotional experiences often mirrors the texture of our sensory interactions. Soft, comforting textures can soothe anxiety, while harmonious sounds can align our inner tumult to tranquility. By becoming mindful of these sensory experiences, we cultivate a nuanced awareness that acts as both a buffer against stress and an enhancer of life's pleasures. Enhancing sensory engagement not only enriches the present moment, but also fortifies our emotional health against future adversities. Integrating sensory awareness into daily life need not be complex or time-consuming. It begins with the intention to become more present in each moment. Goleman's concept of emotional intelligence includes the ability to harness awareness, and thus, developing routines that infuse sensory engagement can profoundly influence our emotional well-being. Start with something as simple as mindful eating. This practice involves focusing all your senses on the experience of eating, noticing the colors, textures, smells, and flavors of your food. Not only does this enhance the enjoyment of your meal, but it also helps regulate emotional eating patterns, leading to a healthier emotional and physical relationship with food. Another practical strategy is to create a sensory-rich environment at home or in your workspace. Use essential oils with calming or invigorating properties, depending on your needs. Introduce elements that engage other senses too, like soft textures for touch or calming visuals, like artwork or plants. Even the act of arranging these elements can be a mindful practice in itself, focusing on how each item affects your sense of comfort and emotional balance. Finally, regular incorporation of sensory walks or meditations can be highly effective. Dedicate a few moments each day to fully engage with your surroundings. Listen to the sounds around you, feel the texture of the air, notice the smells, and observe the interplay of colors and shapes. This practice not only helps in grounding and centering your emotions, but also enhances perceptual acuity, enriching your overall sensory experience of the world. By cultivating a deeper sensory connection to the environment and ourselves, we unlock new pathways to happiness and emotional health. It is through these seemingly simple sensory engagements that we can foster a profound and lasting sense of well-being, transforming everyday experiences into a wellspring of joy and serenity. In embracing the fullness of our senses, we embrace the full potential of our emotional lives, navigating our emotional waters with greater ease and joy.